It's the last day of school. It's our last day of the season, so we're all very tired, very burnt out, but excited. It's a real tough day in a lot of ways, in that normally when you work on series and you get to this point, it's just relief. You can't wait to go on break and get out. In the case of this show, everybody loves each other so much and we've had such a wonderful time that there's this sort of post-show depression already setting in and a sadness. Most of us won't see each other for 6 months. Bald is beautiful. Come in the morning and Donna here takes care of me, shaves my head. We laugh a lot.
A lot of laughing.
And she gives me the hot towel. I do a little Chris walking for her. You know, Donna,
It's a lot of
I
laughs.
do that because listen to
a
her
laugh.
laugh. She loves Charles Nelson Riley.
Yes.
Oh, ho, ho.
Every
I
morning.
love Donna's laugh. Come on, Donna, do me the hot towel.
Yes, I'm going to. Right now.
No! Thank you, darling.
Oh, you're
No!
so welcome.
That's going to destroy everybody's image of Vic Mackey if I do Charles. They'll be like, oh, that's weird.
It's going to go right into the microwave.
Is there a hot towel setting?
Yeah, my setting. Donna's setting for the hot towel is about a minute and a half. This. Wow.
All right, honey, throw it on me.
Just, easy, easy. How's that?
Nice.
Does this to me every morning. Every morning. Are you sure? Are you sure? Wonderful. And sort of just, relief. To reveal the head.
Wow.
I don't know what's the beginning of our last day. This is the last scene me and Chicky have for the season together. It's sad. So it's stuff comes out of the pockets, the keys, the thing. Someone else will be.
In the last episode, Vic was arrested for a domestic disturbance with his wife. And this is a continuation of that, which is him spending the night in jail.
And there's a guy in there named Swalla, and
Okay, here we go.
he's gonna have a little talking to with Vic.
They're not going
Who is this for?
to cut that out. And it's going to end up on the DVD.
Yes.
Oh, this is for the DVD? Who's Swalla?
This will be at whatever the proper height is. Kaboosh. When he's and then kaboosh, and then we'll do this. He's here. Kaboosh. Beautiful. Awesome. Shane in the background, Walton, somewhere in there. Awesome. Great. And then we move into the cell.
Background.
Action. Blocking scenes for the Shield is trying to imagine a reality in human behavior. And it's oftentimes why we let the actors block it until it feels real, and then we work until the entire scene feels real and organic, and then figure out how to photograph it. So the camera takes a sort of a secondary posture to the natural blocking of the actors, which is different, very different from other television shows, where oftentimes you'll try and create an artificial reason, hoping it'll feel real to the actors, to get them to move in a particular way to facilitate the camera work. On the Shield, it's all about naturalness and performance.
We went to shooting 16mm film because of the grain quality of it, and also because the cameras are smaller, lighter, and the way we shoot all handheld. If it was a 35mm camera, it would be at least another 30-40 pounds, and we wouldn't have the mobility as we do with a 16. So, but also it was grain. It was also image quality. We wanted a grainier, grittier look, a documentary look. When you think documentary, that's what we're trying to make it look like. We're like the third man, the fly on the wall, reacting to situations that are happening for the first time. This is Bill Gerhardt.
It looks good.
And our DP.
I'm shooting you. He's on the grayscale.
No, that's good. Should I get a knife?
Yeah.
Ron Schmidt, the DP.
Hello. Look what we have on our lens. Huh? Don't take it off. Can you see that? Is it gone? What was it?
I don't know.
Huh? Was it a booger?
No. This is the remote follow focus. Turns the lens and the corresponding numbers. But they're also useful with the handheld because we move around so quickly. It's hard sometimes to be right next to the camera where the operator is and do focus on it.
Last shot is from the cell looking out. This will move us to the motor pool. Last shot here.
You know, are you sad? What do you go through when you say goodbye? And this show is so intense that, you know, to do this every day for 5 months is, at the end of the day, you just have to let it all go. And so this break is needed emotionally on one hand, and then on the other hand, it's very, very sad to say goodbye to everybody. Even if it's for 3 months, it's still sad.
What do gay horses eat?
What?
Hey!
We move fast. We've done 10 pages, over 10 pages in less than 12 hours before, or definitely within 12 hours, which is pretty good. We want a 7-day episode.
Apple 17, take one.
We'll get them. Thank you.
Yeah, I know.
Good luck.
Jesus Christ, pick that up. Sorry, man. It's strictly for medicinal purposes. Pick it up.
What's going on here? I'm trying to figure out how much pot should fall. This guy has a little baggie of pot that falls out of his pot.
That's about an ounce there.
We're trying to figure out what's appropriate. You know, it's always a fine balance between what's real and what will actually show up on screen. So my guess is that we'll fall somewhere in between. And it could be drugs for sale, not just for recreation.
Really? This prop is actually made of wood glue and stuff.
And you put it down and you park it like this, so that when you pull it out, you go like that. So, you know,
Clean.
yeah.
Yeah, that's clean. Nice. What is that there?
Oh, it's
California red.
it's an herb.
Good luck.
Jesus Christ, Herman, pick that up.
Hey, sorry, man. Strictly for medicinal purposes.
Pick it up. Current time slot Tuesday, 7 o'clock Eastern Pacific time. Second season finale airs April 1st. Current audience, 3.2 million viewers. What it did, established the network as a home for serious fare, a departure from Howard Stern's raucously raunchy Son of the Beach, with more movies added to MASH reruns. The channel's rating jumps 57% in primetime during the show's first season.
$1,200 a week, I think I am out of here. I am done.
He wants at least $1,100.
$800 a week. I'm out of here, man.
Yeah.
I'm finished.
During the show's first season, and help FX position itself as an edgy programmer between Fox and HBO. What now? What we're trying to do in general is mess with convention, says programming chief Kevin Riley. That sounds like Ross. It's a place where broadcasters feel uncomfortable, and quite often those are their biggest hits. How about that?
Cool. Yeah.
Pretty cool. Woo!
Not bad.
It's the USA Today. Hey, look at Fred Mercury. What's the deal with that?
I try to mold as much as I can at the beginning of the process, and then talking to the director, you know, before he starts filming about what I'm looking for in each scene, and then in editing, you know, really trying to sort of capture, you know, the best episode I can from the available footage. But there's just not enough time in the day for me to spend every waking hour on the set, sort of babysitting everyone. And when you hire talented people, you got to be prepared to let them do their thing.
What are you trying to say? This place is better off with him than the three of us?
Don't put me in your corner. I didn't deserve what I got.
And cut. Very nice. Come around. Thanks.
I think we're probably a half hour behind, maybe an hour, but we're doing quite well. It's the last day, it's very difficult, we're all having a good time, and we enjoy each other's company, which is I think that's part of the charm of the show, is that we all enjoy each other's company. The cast enjoys the crew likewise the cast. We tend to get along, we tend to make jokes at each other's expense.
Bend over.
I'm in.
And action.
Three men sent out into the world to kill for no good logical reason. One of them succeeds. But which one? What the hell are you talking about? You and your two friends.
You know, one of the things I like most is that we don't have a certain style that we say you have to fit entirely inside this box. You know, we have a general area that we want to land in, but each director comes in and does something a little bit differently. There's some difference between each one, which I really appreciate.
So think about it.
Think about it for a minute.
Yeah, think about it. Work for it because you don't want to rat him out, but you got it.
I got you.
Yeah, and you know what? And I think this is wrong, but I don't care if he gets all the way out to there.
Cool.
And see how that feels. Okay, here we go. Sorry, we're close. And action.
Three men sent out into the world to kill for no good logical reason. One of them succeeds, but which one? What the hell are you talking about? You and your two friends. Y'all drew the double three dominoes. We found one on each of you.
Performances on the Shield are about not acting. And that's actually, I think, the biggest asset that a director on the Shield can have is an acute barometer of acting. By that I mean, if it feels like acting, if it feels theatrical, if it feels staged, if it feels even remotely dishonest, that's what we need to try and squash.
I'm gonna just go with it. Bummer. Think bummer the whole time. Nothing but bummer. Okay, good. Those are the marks. Let's talk about how to shoot it.
So how we doing? Where are we?
We're 42 minutes behind.
You know, I told him, I said, the shield's going on the real. Yeah.
Quiet, please. Up. So please cut that out.
As you can see, I have a split uvula.
Is Chicky a freak?
Oh, yeah.
Does he really have us?
Yeah.
Does he really have us? No.
You know, I heard
It's
that
actually heart-shaped and it's quite lovely, so don't
Beelzebub himself has that one.
You got a good shot of that.
Yeah, people think that making television and films is like award shows and galas and sipping champagne and parties, but this is what it really is. 12, 14 hours with people like Dave Clark making fart sounds. It's no joke. There you have it.
We're set. And action.
What's wrong?
Maybe Jeff's murder wasn't part of some gangland April Fool's prank.
The show differs from other shows in the sense that it doesn't go to the lowest common denominator, and by that I mean where we go to the broadest audience that you can possibly get so that nothing gets too complicated. They ignore that and they assume that the audience is smart enough to catch it or will catch up eventually. And so they're less whites, less blacks, and a lot more sort of gray tones to this show.
Just once more.
Got that Chicky.
If I were to question these men, any idea who I should start with first?
Let's start with number 2.
And that is a wrap for the season from Miss CCH Pound.
Trying to get that out of your system before sell those wild.
One more round, please. Here we go.
I didn't see that. I mean, different makeup artists have different techniques. I prefer a little more makeup.
Everybody always goes there. Turn off the camera. He's the only one working right now. The one thing about Hollywood is when you're trying to move furniture, everybody always decides that the doorway is the best place to be.
I'd help him, but it's a union thing. The hairdo's coincidental. Believe me, the last thing I thought when I wrote the script was that we'd hire someone with a similar look to play the lead.
Hey, Mark. Hey, Mark. Set. Action.
You lost him.
He got a fender bender right in front of us. We're his witnesses.
You gotta be shitting me. What? This Dutch boy can hang out. I thought you guys were gonna break me.
No, you are fucking right, man. You're much better than we are, Mike.
Right out of it, I went,
Yeah. No, you didn't miss a beat.
It's 12 o'clock.
Lighting now?
We hope to be done by 1. We got this. Another garbage truck scene to do. I'm guessing 127.
I think that's close. I was hoping for 1:15.
This will be about half an hour late over. And that's a record on the good side for Scott Rizzo.
It's already done. B Mark.
Action! Okay.
Here, the last one was here. So right here.
You find him?
Go again. Okay, once again, still rolling.
Still rolling.
I'm gonna shut the door first.
Hey. My bad. Good. Set. And action.
You find him? No, I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it before I shut the door. I'm waiting for the door.
Yeah, shut the door. Yeah, shut the door on the line.
On the line, yeah.
Make it real. Hit plays. And still rolling. And action.
You find him? I've never enjoyed myself like this, working. And I usually am a guy who enjoys myself. But this has been a joy every day. Tiring, challenging, physically, mentally, emotionally draining, but just fantastic.
About 45 minutes.
That means he's stationary, which means he's doing something. Well, this is mostly unoccupied industrial area.
Same type of place as last time. It's gotta be it, man. It's gotta be where the money train's pulling in.
It's easy with the pressures of making a TV show to be miserable. And I've been very fortunate to be involved with writers and directors and producers and actors and crew members who, for the most part, make it a pretty enjoyable experience. It's no different than any other job. It's what you wake up to and go and do, and you have responsibilities. And what I found is the joy in making the show and the pleasure that comes from sort of telling a story and have people liking it.
Right. What are y'all doing in?
I can't stay away from this place even on our day off. Leave you two to your work.
Here we go.
Great.
And if I'm not mistaken, that is a season wrap on one Michael Chiklis.
Really, actually, moments like this are the most satisfying. When you feel like you've worked really, really hard all year, and it's a feeling of accomplishment. You feel like, okay, we put another 13 really strong episodes in the can. We did it. We became a closer-knit family. And you know what? We had a lot of laughs, which that's the best part of it. So right now is really satisfying. I can promise you I'll sleep like someone shot me in the head tonight.
We're not going to make my 1:27 a.m. prediction, I'm afraid to say right now.
Where are we right now?
It's
1:19.
1:19. So I'm going to say about 2 o'clock. The interesting thing is that Scott and I discussed whether we should do this shot or not, and we both acknowledge that this is something that might get cut from the final cut. And yet we're all standing out here in the cold for an extra hour just in case we end up liking it. So we'll just have to see.
Yes. What a Shield way to finish the season. Trash.
Thank you. Hi, guys.
Yay!
For our occasionally, to me, the unsung hero of this show, Scott Brazil. And last but not least, is season wrap on the best damn crew in LA.